One thing I love about 2020 is we were blessed with a whole lot of great new equipment and technology at a price that we can pretty much afford. The race for creating technology for content creators is on fire. And today we got something that's different, but the same, but perfect for what we do. It's the Comica BoomX-D lav mic system. And just looking at it, you can see that something's different going on. Today on Flash5, we're going to give you 5 things you need to know about this system before you hit the buy now button. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner, and if this is your first time on this channel, you got to understand that this channel is not about making grandpa look happy in your pictures via Photoshop. This channel is about turning your passion into profit. We talk about the business side of the industry. My name is Ty. I am a former Army combat photographer, and I'm here to help you turn your passion into profit. And in doing that, you got to make sure you buying the right equipment, bro. Because if you buying the wrong equipment, you're spending money in the wrong places that could be put towards bettering your website, your marketing, anything. So today we're going to talk about a lav system that is pretty decent. It has a big trick up its sleeve that helps it separate itself from the competitors, and you need to know about this before you hit that buy now button. Let's start with number 5. Number 5, of course, is build quality. These little things are built like tanks. I've seen a whole lot of knockoffs when it comes to the Rode Wireless Go small square lav system, but this is one of the first designs that I think ups the Rode Wireless Go knockoff lav system. It provides a few things that you can see and we'll talk about that is better. It may push Rode to step their game up, but now we're only in number 5 and it is build quality. I love the screen. I love the mic placement for the built-in mics. They're really good and well-designed units. Number 4 is built-in battery. We got a battery that lasts about 5 hours. Now listen, I'm going to give you my spiel that I give on every lav system that has built-in mics. I never use them on live events because they can't be hot swapped. I can't go swap a battery in the middle of an event, and I need that if I'm filming a live event. What these lav systems are for is situations like this, where I plan the shoot, it's under a controlled environment, I know how long I'm going to be filming, or any shoot that you have planned that's less than 4 hours. I don't go over 5 hours with these. I don't want to push it. I typically stick to a lav system where I can swap out batteries and keep it going and get a whole day out of it. That's my spiel on why you should be careful with any type of lav mic system with built-in batteries. Now, some people say, well, just plug up a USB-C cable to it and charge it. I've had units that offer feedback on the audio while recording. I don't want those problems. So it's something you need to know about. However, it's still important that you know how much battery life you're getting with this unit. Number 3 is accessories. A lot of lav systems are coming with everything you need, unlike the older systems of the past where you spend $600-700 and still had to spend another 2 or 3 getting accessories. You're going to get lav mics with this. You're going to get 3 different cables to allow you to connect it to cell phones, to allow you to connect it to different DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. You're going to also get a dead cat or a wind muff for the built-in mic. And of course, your lav mics themselves. So you get a decent amount of accessories for this particular unit. Number 2, of course, is the built-in LED screen. Now, for this particular unit, we're going to get to why specifically it's very important that you have a built-in screen. It's very important that you see what's going on the other end of things. Battery life, audio levels, there's a few things that's really important as to why you need a screen with this unit over almost any other lav system that I've seen. And we're going to get to that next. Number 1 is the obvious. You get 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. That is absolutely mind-blowing. And it is perfect for today's vlogger and content creator because now you can have your phone set up to record 2 different lav mics into the same receiver on your phone or into the same receiver on your DSLR or mirrorless camera without having 2 separate receivers, 2 separate transmitters, and a splitter. You don't have to go through all of that. I think Rode just released something where they allow you to sit 2 receivers on top of a camera and then have a splitter and they plug in. Why do all of that when you can buy this that has 2 transmitters per 1 receiver? It is a game changer. It's something that gets the job done for a lot of people who are in these situations. Another way you can use these is if you're the type of person that records podcast on your phone, now you can record 2 different speakers. Put your phone on the table, clip me, clip you. We can have a conversation. Boom, bang, pow. I got 2 different mics in 2 different places recording into 1 different device. Little innovation like this from companies you've never heard of is what I love. And it is the reason why you can't be afraid to hit the buy now button when it comes to gear that's created by companies you've never heard of. Let's pause and let's take a listen to the audio quality. Right now, you'll get a chance to see how the built-in mic on this microphone performs. Now, keep in mind, don't completely compare it to this. This is a very expensive mic ran through a very expensive compressor and soundboard to give it the feel and sound that it has. After I show you what the included lav mic sounds like, I'm going to compare it to the Rode Wireless Go so you can have an understanding of the difference between the 2 items. This is not a fair comparison. Completely different setup. However, with this, you can get an idea of what it sounds like. So with that being said, there's also a question I want to answer that I know you're asking. Yes, the receiver can control audio levels from both transmitters separately. That means that you get true mono delivery. You'll have the ability to change the levels on both A and B. You can increase the gain from 0 to 12 decibels, going literally all the way up 1 through 12 until you get the proper level that you need, and it works for something of this size and caliber. I love the idea that you can make the change, from the receiver, which will come in handy because 99.9% of cameras I've ever used only allow you to change the volume of both channels at the same time. I think Blackmagic Pocket Cinema cameras Ursa lineup was the only one that allows you to change it by channel when you have a headphone jack. Now that we're back from that and you got an idea of how the audio sound, let's go over a few honorable mentions, a few things you need to know about before you hit that buy now button. I love little things like headphone jacks in the receiver so you can monitor audio directly in the receiver. Just in case you have a camera that don't have a headphone jack, you have one here. I also like little simple things like the fact that the lav mics clip into the actual device so you can't pull them out moving or shaking or doing whatever you do with microphones on you. You don't have to worry about the microphone coming unplugged. That's something little. It's a little attention to detail that makes this unit worth it. This unit has the ability to record in dual mono or stereo. So why would you use just to record stereo? Perfect. So now I can sit transmitter A on the left side of the room, transmitter B on the right side of the room, and I can record sound go from left to right. So you as the viewer will have a stereo experience. You can hear what's left and right. When you go get a shotgun mic and you plug it into your DSLR or mirrorless, you're not getting that. You're getting 2 mono signals punched through the same side. Now I can hear a car drive from left to right and experience that as a viewer. With a range of about 164 feet, it's nothing crazy, but it works given most situations. Now, if you need something more high-end, you're going to go with a different unit that's going to cost 3 to 4 times the price of this unit. But for most cases, talking heads, even some auditoriums, this is going to be more than enough when it comes to distance and range. At a price point of $260, it's kind of hard to beat, given the fact that you would have to get 2 units, a splitter, a mount to mount 2 different receivers on your camera. Why do that when you can get something like this? So let's just listen to the devices so you can hear the audio quality. So right now, this is an example of how the lav mic sounds that comes with it. The lav mic is pretty dope. And again, some of the things I like about it is it has the clip that's on the top, so if you pop it in, it won't pop out. Another cool thing about this one is if you look at the receiver, which has both mic inputs, it'll tell you, mic A or mic B. However you cut them on at the time, I'm assuming the first one that's on becomes A and the second one becomes B. If you look on the actual unit, you can look and see which unit you have. So you can look and say, I have A, obviously they have B. Little things like that Paying attention to detail are the things that push this device over the edge for me. I just like it. It works. It's something that I will be using, especially when I have multiple people and I can go right into one port and use that stereo port as a dual mono port instead of being forced to have both voices on both channels and I can't separate them at a later time. Just to think of the possibilities of using this with a cell phone is almost priceless. Let's compare this to the Rode Wireless Go and compare that sound. So for comparison, this is the Rode Wireless Go. One thing that's important to note is that I have my microphone level on my camera set at level 1, where when using the previous mic, it was over 13, 14. So that gives you an idea of how much power this little thing possesses and how sometimes you get what you pay for. But I'll let you be the judge when you compare it to the other microphone. All right, now that you heard the audio quality, what do you think? If it works for you, go ahead, hit the buy now button. I'm pretty happy with it. It's something that I carry in my bag alongside my Rode Wireless Goes, and it is a tool that is in constant use with my business now that I've received them. If you like them, there will be a link in the description. Anytime you use that link, it helps support the channel. All right, guys, if you got questions about this unit, please post them in the comments. Let's chop it up. Let's talk. I'd be more than happy to help you with any answers that I can provide. In the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video.